Welcome students. In the last video we have discussed about the October Revolution and the effects of October Revolution, and after the October Revolution, when the Bolsheviks came to power, it was Lenin who returned from exile and he started controlling Russia. He became popular and he put forward his three demands, and that demand came to be known as the April Thesis. Today in this video we will discuss about the civil war. When the Bolsheviks they came to power, they ordered land redistribution, that is the entire land will belong to the state and it will be redistributed. This redistribution of land made the Russian army to break up. The soldiers, in which most soldiers who were actually peasants, they wished that they should go home and they should get the share when the redistribution of land is taking place, and they left army without any reason, just to participate in the redistribution and to take advantage. They left the army. What happened after this? It was the non-Bolsheviks which included the socialists, the liberals and the supporters of autocracy, that is the supporters of pro-Tsarists time. These non-Bolsheviks, when they saw that the Bolsheviks they are gaining popularity day by day, they started condemning. And these socialists, that is the Greens, which were known as the Greens, the pro-Tsarists, that is the Whites, they started fighting with the Bolsheviks which were known as the Reds. All this fight began and the scenes of looting, banditry and famine became common. Now, Bolsheviks, that is the Reds, were the rulers. So the Greens and the Whites, how they are getting support, from where they are getting support, how they are able to fight with the ruling party? It was the support of the French, American, British and Japanese troops, that these troops and Bolsheviks they fought the civil war. Now what is civil war? The topic is civil war. What is war? You know. Then what is civil war? It's a conflict of gaining power when two different majority groups living in the same place or same country, they start opposing each other, and in this opposition they start using weapons and they start fighting with each other. This quarrelsome condition or situation, when it prevails for a longer time and starts claiming the life of innocent people or population of the country, this clash is called civil war. So this civil war started, and due to this civil war, what happened? The Bolsheviks they were seen, that is the Reds, they were seen fighting with the French, American, British and Japanese troops. And these troops, how they are why they are fighting with the Bolsheviks or the Reds? Because they were supporters of the non-Bolsheviks, that is the Greens or the socialistic revolutionaries, and the Whites, that is the pro-Tsarist, those who were the supporters of the aristocratic regime that ruled France before Napoleon came. Then some harsh steps were taken by the Whites, that is the pro-Tsarist or the supporters of the aristocratic regime. And these pro-Tsarists, what they did, they started taking some harsh steps with the peasants who have seized their lands. After this, the Bolsheviks, this harsh step made these pro-Tsarist or the White and the Greens unpopular. It decreased their popularity among the people, and the Bolsheviks They gained popularity, more and more popular they became, and by the end, that is by 1920, it was in year 1918 and 1919 that these fights and the civil war broke. But by January 1920, the Bolsheviks, they controlled most of the Russian Empire, and the entire control, almost entire control of the Russian Empire came into their hands. And in this control, why they succeeded? The Bolsheviks succeeded because of the help they got from Jadidists and non-Russian nationalities. Jadidist, I told you in the last video, a person who is a Muslim scholar and who believes that Islam can lead the path to the socialistic liberty or to the socialism. And with the help of these people, a new state was created or carved out of the present state in 1922. But some of the policies of the Bolsheviks, they made them unpopular, and policies like the nomadism, that is, it's a lifestyle of those who live at one place but move from area to area, who do not live at one place and who move from area to area for earning their living, the nomadic culture. So this civil war claimed many lives of both Bolsheviks and the non-Bolsheviks, but ultimately in the end, it was the Bolsheviks who carved out a Soviet Union, that is Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR. After the civil war, the society saw many socialistic changes as promised by the Bolsheviks. What were these? During the civil war, the Bolsheviks, they kept their industries, they made industries, and the banks nationalized. The peasants, they were permitted to cultivate socialized land. Socialized means a land belonging to state. Now no more ownership of the land will be there in the hands of the aristocrats or the nobles. It will be considered as the social land, the land of the community. The officers, they introduced centralized planning, and under this they made certain 5-year plans. And these 5-year plans, they were made to see how effective the policies are, and in order to promote industrial growth, the prices of goods were fixed. Industrial production increased up to 100%. New factory cities were emerged due to flourishing industrial revolution. But there was one problem associated with these cities. The workers, they have to live hard lives, and they have to live in poor working, they have to work in poor working conditions, and they have to live in bad or unhygienic conditions. But later on, the Bolshevik government also worked on this. The schooling system was extended and it was developed, and the factory workers too can go to take admission to the universities. This was done by reducing the working hours and by providing proper working arrangement to these people. After that, public health care services were provided at cheap rates to the people, especially to the factory workers, and model living quarters for factory workers were set up and created. That's all for today. In the coming video, we will discuss about the last topic, that is Stalinism, MK Stalin, and collectivization. It's Joseph Stalin, not MK Stalin. Joseph Stalin and collectivization we will study, and that will mark the end of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.